Good morning, everyone. This is Vicky Byrd with the Montana Nurses Association, giving you a quick legislative update. We're in the middle of transmittal, and today is the 8th of March, and this is where all the bills pass by the House or the Senate prior to the halfway mark for our legislative session, then flip over to the other House or Senate to be debated and passed there. So quick updates for you, and we have everything on our website. We've been posting a lot on Facebook, is our two bills that we brought forward based on your resolutions that were passed through our House of Delegates. First one is House Bill 568. That was our RN staffing bill. It did three things. It brought in minimum safe ratios, it brought in no mandatory overtime, and it encourages nurse labor management staffing committees, or at least nurse staffing committees, and those acute care nurses that are on the ground working to be a part of those committees to decide on staffing and what works for that facility. So that bill did three things. It was debated and it did not come out of committee, but it was a good opportunity to inform the lawmakers and the public that this is important and we need safe staffing. That's a huge recruitment tool. Can you imagine if we had minimum safe staffing ratios? What a huge recruitment tool. Nurses would flood into our state because we all want to work in a safe work environment. But we'll continue to work with our facilities and try to advocate for staffing to be as safe as it can be. Additionally, we brought House Bill 590. That was sponsored by Representative Buttry, and it's our workplace violence bill. It has mandatory reporting and reporting to workers' comp, and then also reporting to the police if the victim consents. So that is a great bill that passed out of committee and then eventually passed on the House floor. And upon the third reading, I believe there was 5 or 6 representatives. We'll have all the data on our website that voted against it. So I actually encourage those of you that might be some of their constituents to reach out to those representatives and ask them why. We'll also reach out on behalf of the association just to see what their rationale is so we can answer any questions they may have. But for 95 representatives to vote in favor of our workplace violence bill, that's a huge bipartisan win, because we're all about the issues. We don't care if you're a D or an R, and we're super proud of that. And we will take care of any questions that those 5 representatives that voted against it may have. Additionally, now this bill will be heard, got passed in the House of Representatives. Now it'll be heard in the Senate after this transmittal date. And then we will continue to advocate for that to be passed on the Senate side. And then if it passes there, then all that's left to do is for the governor to sign it into law. So we're excited about that. That'll gather information over the next 2 years through the Department of Labor so that we can really see the incidence of assault against nurses and healthcare workers in Montana, so that if we need to address an increased penalty, that can be taken care of the next session. Really quick, I want to update you on there was a House Bill 810 that was calling for APRN collaborative practice. That never did come to a hearing and that got dropped. So we're super excited about that because we want to continue to advocate for everyone to work to the highest level of their education. And APRNs in Montana have not had collaborative practice for decades, and we certainly don't want to go back now. Many of our APRNs as nurse practitioners and specialty providers provide primary and specialty care across the state without collaborative practice, so we're super proud of that. I know this is a little bit long because it's been a couple weeks since we've given an update, but I hope you have time to listen and go on our website and look up our bills and the testimony and the how your representative voted in your area and your senators. It's really important to be informed. So thanks, everyone, and we'll see you next week.